Hell move chungam hello. Oh hell move chungam hello. Oh hell move chungam hello. We are back today with a movie chungam on Thursday. Our movie of today is part of a response or reaction or comment towards the State of the Nation address that the President of Tulsi government made a week ago. Opposition parties, political parties, and a cross-spectrum of people have given their response and reactions towards or against the SONA. Muvu Chulungama will not just keep quiet without putting our own comment. Listen to the SONA State of a Nation address by the President. One can see that Malawi is not a poor country. One can see that our nation has a brighter future. One can see that our country has richest resources. But the fact is, there are a number of people. There are those that think they are more Malawians than the rest, who controls everything that this country has, that have devastated our well-being, our future, and the brightness of this country. The President, in his address, he gave us a picture, an image, that one can see that this is the real Malawi. That is perhaps why Malawi is called the home heart of Africa. And in his speech, the President said he has come to make the heart more warmer. By doing that, we have some reservations, we have some comments, we have some additions to make. Our comment goes on the reconciliation as per the SONA, the public discontent fueled by opposition parties, the government in power only in 75 days, government bureaucracy and procedure, commodity prices, taxes and revenue, and between the President, the government, which is a cabinet, and the people. That's our comment today. Malawi, as we know it, is the richest country. But there are people, a section of people, that have been sitting, putting their buttocks on the country so that Malawi cannot breathe, so that Malawi cannot prosper, so that Malawi cannot get what it is, rich. So the State of the Nation address explained or indicated that instead of leaving the totem or the style of business as usual, we have to change and become people of business unusual. This is the only way that Malawi can change. And if we are to believe and follow the SONA, we have to speak and walk what the President said. Perhaps words are very sweet, but actions are tough and difficult in some terms. But this is where we say, between SONA and the President, with the cabinet here and the people, that's where the bridge are broken. That's where the bridges are broken. There may be a broken bridge between the President and the cabinet. There may be a broken bridge between the cabinet and the people. And this is one reason why Malawi has not flourished, prospered, or succeeded in our endeavor for 56 years to move forward. The President can be a good talker, a good projector, a person that has a good heart, and he has some better plans for the country. But the second catch, where the President connects with the cabinet, there could be bad blood. There could be people who does not have the same feeling as what the President has, and that is what brings a country backward. Secondly, it can be the cabinet and the ministers have got very good structure, very good plans, but then the people, the relationship between the two, the bridge is broken. That's why many countries have not succeeded, and one example is our country. Malawi has not. So before we go further in recommending or commenting about the SONA, let us look at the bridge between the President and the cabinet, between the cabinet and the people. If the bridges are well well constructed and strong with cement, very concreted ones, Malawi can, in the next 2 years, change its face and image. We can be a different story. Reconciliation without truth and justice cannot and can never change the face and image of this country. In the SONA, there is a clause where the president says there is institution of peace commission, a tribunal for compensations for those that suffered. All these are very good prerogatives, priorities, but there is also a word for unity, reconciliation, whereby this country must come back together as one. All this will happen. All this can happen only if there is truth in what happened. There is truth in what we are doing. There is truth in what we are going to do in future. Without truth, there is no reconciliation. Without truth, there will be no peace commission. Without truth, there will be no way Malawi will be a united country anymore. Therefore, as tribunal is to be instituted, as peace commission is coming in, as compensation fund will be created, let us not forget the fundamental element that brought or that caused this country to be divided, this country to be tribalist, this country to be belligerent, this country to be a country where few people are happy, the rest are unhappy. Therefore, we thank the President for creating a Ministry of Civic Education and the National Unit. Very much thankful for that. But then there's job to be done. For Malawi to be united, there is need for us all as a country to go back to our books, to go back to our drawing board and find out what went wrong. That is the first thing that will make this country, that is the first thing that will make us all to unite, to be together and to prosper. There is public discontent which is fueled by opposition parties, and in this case, DPP. On the recommendation of SONA from leader of opposition, Mr. Kondwan Nakuma, one will realize that the public discontent that the country is in is fueled by ignorance, jealousy, and the selfishness of this party that has just lost power in 75 days gone. Because they are complaining on the sweet and brighter state of the national address, yet 75 days ago they were in the same government. And whatever they are complaining of today, they did not do when they were in power. So this is what we call jealousy, this is what we call selfishness, this is what we call hatred. Because if Mr. Nakuma was a good leader, he had no choice or audacity to complain to a president and government that have been in power 75 days ago. That could not happen. But it is out of greed, selfishness and jealousy and hatred that made the leader of opposition, instead of being constructive, to become and be destructive on the government that is in power today. Public discontent. There is anger out there. We have received several calls each and every day whereby Malawians are complaining, asking Bantu himself to talk and speak out on the higher commodity prices, higher taxes, and low revenue. I myself want to say this. Fellow citizens, we are wrong. We are wrong to complain in 75 days. We are wrong to hate a government that we have just put in power 225 days ago. 2 months and 25 days ago. We are wrong. Here is our reason. A government is not a group of people. A government is not a company. A government is not a village. It is an institution that goes hand in hand, that works through the norms and procedures of laws. And in a democratic dispensation, we cannot expect a government just to stand up and start doing things. It is you and me that will stand up and say, you are breaking the laws. Therefore, we need to know that in 75 or almost 100 days of Tonse government, they have time to go and rewrite what was written wrong, correct what was done wrongly, make sure that they are following the procedures, put in place foundations and pillars. That way, when they are coming to say bread is cheaper today, they mean it. When they say cement is down, they mean it. When they come and say tax holiday is guaranteed, they mean it, not rhetorics. Therefore, it is too early for you and me to complain. It's too early for you and me to complain that this government has not done anything. They are in power just in 75 days. And nobody, not even a skyrocket, can reach the moon in 75 days. Not at all. How fast it can go, how sophisticated it can be, it will not reach the moon in 75 days. Therefore, Tonse government will not give us 1 million jobs in 75 days. Tonse government will not bring fertilizer to 4,495 in 3 months' time. There are what we call procedures, norms, and bureaucracy to be followed. They have to be sure where they're going to get fertilizer. Government will never be killed, penned, penalized. They want to make sure that you, the recipients of fertilizer, are not going to suffer. So they must make sure that there is a procedure, correct procedure, hence the delay.